The rain didn't wash away the salt on the pier. It only made the wood slick, a mirror for the flickering neon of the distant shoreline. Kovan stood at the very edge, the collar of his coat turned up against the wind. In his pocket, his fingers traced the sharp edge of a key, the key to a laboratory locker he was never supposed to open. A footstep crunched on the gravel behind him, too heavy to be a coincidence, too deliberate to be a stranger. "You shouldn't have downloaded the data, Kovan," a voice called out over the rush of the waves. It was soft, almost disappointed. Kovan didn't turn around. He knew the voice. It belonged to the man who had mentored him, the man who had taught him how to look at a blood smear and see a human life instead of just cells. The results were clear, Kovan said, his voice steady despite the tremor in his chest. The third phase of the trial failed. The anomalies were suppressed in the official report. "People are going to get hurt. People are going to be cured," the mentor countered, stepping closer. The shadow he cast stretched long under the single buzzing street lamp. "Science requires patience, Kovan, and compromise. We are on the precipice of a breakthrough. A few statistical deviations don't outweigh the bigger picture." Kovan finally turned. The old man looked frail in the storm, but his eyes were hard, fixed on the pocket where the key was hidden. "A deviation is a casualty when it's a human being," Kovan said. He pulled his hand out of his pocket. For a split second, the mentor reached inside his jacket, anticipating a weapon or a drive. But Kovan's hand was open. With a swift, clean motion, Kovan tossed the heavy brass key into the black, churning water below. A tiny plop, completely swallowed by the sound of the tide. The mentor froze, staring at the ripples that vanished instantly. "What have you done?" That was the only physical backup. Kovan took a step back, melting into the shadows of the walkway. "I didn't keep the backup. I already sent the real-time telemetry to the public server 5 minutes ago. It's over." The mentor's phone buzzed in his pocket, a sharp, demanding vibration that broke the silence of the pier. Kovan turned his back to the wind and walked away, leaving the old man alone beneath the flickering light, listening to the sound of a truth that could no longer be hidden.